That sums it up, Spence. I've got to be honest with you. The last few days, the ball rolling down between the flippers. Good morning, good afternoon, of course, good evening. Welcome to episode 41 of the
Episode
UK
41.
Chinwag Pinball Podcast. How you doing with your safety harness on your
I've got my safety headphones on again. As you can see, my little safety strap. I've got a bit of a sunburnt head actually. It's been a bit sunny over the weekend. I've also pulled my back, so if I do look slightly vacant halfway through this, it's because I've had a little twinge, if you pardon the expression.
What, do you think it was the extra weight of the strap on the headphones that tilted your head and it sort of impacted your back?
Well, yeah, it's actually my lower back that's gone. It's because I was an idiot over the weekend and lifted something badly, and I knew I was doing it when I did it, but I still did it anyway. So I spy with my little eye something behind your... Well, it'd be your right shoulder, it'd be my left shoulder. As I'm like, that's the kiddie. Yeah. What's going on with that then?
You know what's going on with that.
That the board of
truth. It is the board of truth.
The board of truth.
Yeah.
Okay. So is there? I can't see. Is there anything written on it at the moment?
There's nothing written on it. Okay. So here's how it goes.
So it's the board of T's at the moment.
Well, yes, but here's how it's going to go. So for those of you that don't know, and what we're doing is, this is an alternative to the Pinside Top 100, basically. This is my views and my ratings. If you ever seen, it was Andy's idea, and it's like the Top Gear test track where they rate the cars, don't they? And this is what it's going to be. And I'm going to do individual episodes. The first one will be Stranger Things, which is sort of half done, by the way. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to rank them in order of how good I think they are. There's it's probably more than one rule, but the rule is that they have to have lived at this house. And that's it. Otherwise, it's not fair. It's not fair for me to go on location, play something for 10 minutes, and so they have to have lived at this house. Now, we're not doing too badly, to be fair. I think there's at least 15 pinball machines. I read the list out last time. There's at least 15 pinball machines. In fact, let me just tell you now. I know I did it last time, but let's just go through it very, very quickly now, and I will tell you what pinball machines I've had at my house, just so as you know. So we have had Lord of the Rings. We have had Jurassic Park. Well, still do. Avengers Infinity Quest, Elvira House of Horrors, Congo, Deadpool, Stranger Things, Attack from Mars, Star Trek Next Generation, The Walking Dead, Judge Dredd, The Etcher of Magic, Popeye, Jackbot, Star Wars, Star Trek, Ghostbusters, and Champion Pub. And don't forget, we also have a Batman 66 in here as well. And, of course, an AC/DC. So there's actually quite a lot for us to review. I did say Popeye, didn't I?
Yes, yeah, you did say Popeye. You can't forget Popeye.
You can't forget Popeye. So for instance, what we'd do is we would take one of these fantastic magnets, let's say, and then what we would do is I would take my pen. I think I need a better pen, okay? And then hopefully everybody can see this. Well, obviously not now because I'm writing it. And then what we would do is we take obviously the right way up, and then I talk about it. I'll show you some footage. I know you can't see that. You can't see that too well, can you? Well, that bloody
no.
But what it will do,
a blacker pen.
Well, it's fine. We'll get a black pen, and then that will go on there. So Popeye would be on there, and we'd see it. It's only because we're going live. The videos that I do won't be live, so you'll actually,
you
I don't know if you can. In fact, it's still no bloody good, is it? It's this live camera, and anyway, so you'll see that. That's the general idea, and you'll have it all be nice, and then we'll get something else. So Popeye would be there, and then you would get something, for instance, another game.
Are you about to get contentious?
Well, I'm just saying, I'm just saying.
Oh, this is going to put the cat amongst the pigeons.
I'm just saying. I'm merely saying I won't do another one. That I've actually got. But let's. I don't know. Let's say. Let's say we'd take something like that. Now, I've done it on purpose, or iron something else. and then you take that,
maiden. Sorry,
and it would
yes.
go like that.
Yeah. Well, that's going to go below that, isn't it? Really?
Okay, so I'm just saying, all right, that's how it's going to work. Anyway, so that's what's yes. I'll say just before we go on to other things. So I now have these are in the house.
Oh, what's that? Turn it. Oh, Marco. Right. Okay. Oh,
It's
silver
Silver
jets.
Jets.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty useless. 5 in a pack. So I've had to do that.
That's some outlay for a set of balls.
50 odd quid, right? Something like that. By the time your patrons come over, I've also had these delivered. Oh, shit, multi-balls.
Nice.
Yeah, they're really good.
Thank God you haven't got an Indiana Jones. Can you imagine how much that would cost you?
Yeah. You got the pin sound.
Oh.
So they've got a little pouch with them, and whoever this company is, I think they're pretty cool. There's a little note and some sweets.
That's nice.
That's won me over. That's won me over.
Yeah.
Can't remember what the company's
It's usually
called.
a little packet of Haribo that companies send out. You know, the little individual sachets of Haribo.
Yeah.
They quite often
So
dish
I
those
like
out.
them. I like them.
That's good.
Many thanks for your support. Crank it up. Nick, I can't remember. Whatever it says, I've got the wrong glasses on. Whatever it says there.
It's out of focus. No, I can't see that either.
No, but whatever. Thank you very much. I was going to say, chaps, could be a couple of ladies. I can't even read it.
It could be.
Ladies, gentlemen, whoever you are, thanks for the sweets.
What was the name of the company?
The company is Multi-Balls. Well, the balls are Multi-Balls, and the company's Pin Sound.
There you go. Then they've had their plug. That's fantastic.
Well, I probably don't need it from this channel, but and I'm waiting on. So I've also got some Polaris, and I've got some Ninjas. I've got the original Sterns. I've got some old balls, and I've also ordered from some tumbled but chrome plated ones, sort of recycled ones. So I mean, we're going to
recycled balls. Okay.
Yeah, recycle. They're called actually recyclables. They're not.
Do you know that would be a great name?
I just made it up.
Why isn't somebody doing that? Recyclables.
But I can't now. I think that's legally rubber.
You have mentioned it on air, so
on air.
It's got a timestamp against it.
So there you go. That's not bad. It spent 7 minutes talking about a load of old balls.
It's not too bad. I've got some old rope here. Do you want to talk about that for a little while?
We'll get this hour. What are we talking about today?
I was going to ask you what's been happening in your pinball world. What's been going on?
Oh, before I do, how's Deadpool?
Oh, Deadpool. No, nobody else has fallen off, which is the main thing. Deadpool's going really well. I had a bit of a schnicked sort of marathon after what you said last time. I was like, right, okay, how many can I get in a game? And it's starting to ramp up. I had 4, not in a row, but four in a reasonably easily the other day. Dialing the shots in. I'm sort of reaching the 4.5 million. Excuse me. Frog in my throat. That's better.
That's got it.
That's got it. Yeah, so the scores are slowly going up. I tell you what, I did the other day. I won all 5 of my fights. Well, three of my fights and 2 of my little side missions, which was really nice. Got all 5 of those lights lit up. Didn't get any further. The ball drained on the last one, but that was really satisfying.
So you've not got to Sauron yet?
No. What you mentioned this? We were talking the other day, and you mentioned Sauron, and I'll be honest. I'm one of those people that doesn't go and read the rules. I wait for it to just evolve and happen. So tell me what's happening with the Sauron then.
Okay, well, Sauron is like a mini wizard mode, but it's not really, but it's a multi-ball. So after you've beaten up your 3 main characters, not the quests, Megalodon and the T-Rex are quests. Once you've been up 3 main, there will at some point, I've not quite worked out what, but you then hit another scoop shot. And then it's a multi-ball with Sauron, and not Sauron like Lord of the Rings. It's a.
I got confused when you said that because I was thinking the only Sauron is Lord of the Rings, but
it's an angry green parrot, and I'm not talking about Ted here, by the way. I reckon Ted
is a budgie.
So yeah, and so anyway, so that's it, and it's a multi-ball. You then afterwards, after you've done that multi-ball, and it's a really good one, by the way. You then fight all the people again. So you would fight Sabretooth and Juggernaut and all them again. but they are then assisted by Sauron, who's sort of flapping around in the background.
Okay, so it's basically like having your backup characters. They've got them this time, so it's that nth more sort of difficulty to it.
It is, yeah. So
Okay.
it's pretty cool. You'll like it when that comes up. But it's
And if
not,
you do that lot again, then you get through to Final Wizard, do you?
well, I've never got there. But the beauty of Deadpool is it's not so far away that you're not going to get there. So it's Mr. Sinister, isn't it? The end mode.
Yeah. I mean, I do like the game, and as much as you do feel like you're making progress on it, because it is almost so linear in its gameplay, and it tells you what's going on. There are all the little side things going on. There's the various multi-balls and things happening, but you can almost remember and sort of log your progress through the game, and it's lovely for that. It gives you a good sense of satisfaction and allows you to feel that you are actually getting somewhere with it, which is really nice.
Yeah, well, I had that on Attack from Mars yesterday, where I think I did New York, London, Italy, Germany, and okay, the game was over, but I'd already lit up Paris. Oh, okay, I'm close here. I'm close.
You are close. You are
well,
close.
okay, okay, right. Next game, I reckon I might nail this. Of course, it won't be next game, but I do know at some point I will get there. Which I think is really gives me good encouragement.
For anybody that doesn't know, Chris hasn't allowed me to come up and play Attack from Mars yet, because he won't let me play it until he's 100% satisfied it's working, to the best of its ability. But he keeps on sending me,
some tweaks and some new rubbers on, and a little flipper rebuild. And I'm actually saying that the flippers are pretty, obviously good enough for me to get that far in the game. And I will. He keeps on
sending me little WhatsApp videos to tease me. I keep saying, "Oh, is it ready to play now?" "Oh no, you can't come and play it yet."
That's just a one-word answer, wasn't it? You sent me a voice out. "Oh, that looks really good. Can I come and play it?" Yeah, no. Nice like that. No, I do. I want it the first time, but I couldn't help myself. I was so excited. That's why I sent you that video after I got my score. I was so excited to get the. In fact, I don't think the score was particularly spectacular. I think it was. Whatever it was, 7 million, 8 million, something like that. I don't think that's a particularly spectacular score for Attack from Mars, but it felt close, really, really good. You haven't seen it, and
I don't think I will at this rate. It will never be ready.
You'd really appreciate it, because there's because we used to do lots of silliness when we were younger. So when you save Paris, the whole time there's a Frenchman talking. It's very, very generic, very stereotyped. So they wouldn't get away with it now, probably, with with all the stereotypes for everyone. And you do it, and it says, "Oh, you are very skillful."
There's not China, is there? Because that would just be.
Well, I'm not. No, well, none of them. You couldn't do any. You couldn't do any of them.
How bad is the German one? That's got to be comedy gold,
the Brandenburg Gate is it opened, all that sort of stuff. I can't remember what he's saying.
Yeah, thank God they didn't go for Chinese or Japanese. That would have or Indian. That would have been a bridge too far, really.
Well, yeah. To be fair, even the Americans, they rip into themselves. Yo, nobody messes with the USA.
That's standard operational procedure, isn't it? Really?
But yeah, it's, they are poking. There's lots of good call-outs. I don't want to spoil them.
Good stuff.
To be fair, but there's this bit called Capture, and there's an alien picks up an Earthling, a woman, is running. He's running away with her. He's picked up, and you have to sort of rescue her. And she's screaming, "Oh, get out!" She says, "Get your hands off me, all 4 of them."
Nice.
There's some really nice comedic touches in there. Right. So anyway, yes, that's what we do have.
How are you getting on? How are you getting on with Jurassic Park?
Wait.
Before we move on.
Wait. I don't think we can move on, because by technology.
Oh, this is new.
Yeah. Hold on a second. It's new, and dare I say, slow.
Use your mouse. Use your mouse or your keyboard.
Thank you. Use your computer.
That's it, Chris.
Okay.
You use that computer technology. It's the way forward. Oh, now I saw these the other day. I have actually seen these.
You have, but others haven't. Well, unless you're on the Facebook group. But the armor is now finished for Jurassic Park.
Wow, that does look amazing, doesn't it?
I mean, it's stunning. Well, I think so. Anyway.
Yeah, I really love the way that he's given it that real sort of battered, aged look. It's
no. He's just a dirty worker.
Just left it outside.
Yeah.
Finished it, put it outside. It rained. Sorry.
So I mean, it's just really good work, and it's the sort of stuff that if you've so that was there because you saw because even there you go. There's your son.
There's my son. Yeah, he hijacked. He didn't realise that Deadpool was turning up. For anybody that's seen the thread, they'll know. But he was in the house for about an hour before he walked around the corner in the living room. Spotted that, and he hasn't left it alone since.
Well, you can see here, so if you've seen this, and then obviously you might have seen Elvira, which is the other one. So this is the third in the line of well, it's not powder coating, it's airbrushing. Tell us the difference, Spence.
Well, powder coating is an all over process. Basically, they spray it with a plasticized powder. They use an electrostatic charge to get the powder to stick to the metal, and then they bake it. Whereas what they're doing with this is that's actually an artist with an airbrush, a really, really fine airbrush, and a lot of skill, painting directly onto the armor. Now, I don't know what he puts down as a base coat. He must be spraying them, and I think afterwards he's probably putting a protective layer on there as well.
He does clear coat it afterwards.
Yeah, there must be a clear coat on there to protect the paintwork, but it's a completely different process. And what we're talking about there is a really, really, really talented guy. I don't know whether you can. Do you want to bring those back up again? I mean, looking at some of the, can we zoom in on any of those? Just to really get a feel. I think if you double click on it, it'll go full screen.
If I double click on what?
On the image. Open up the image. You can go full screen on the image. There you go. Can you go? See the arrows in the top right hand corner of the image?
Oh, I see. Oh, I'll tell you what.
No. Oh, okay.
No. If we're going to do it, let's do it on this one because I really.
That's the kiddie. Yes. Right.
If you look here, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. If you look, move the mouse to the right. There's two arrows. No, move the mouse up to the right of there. There's two arrows, Chris.
Where's the bloody arrows?
Yes, that's it. That will
go
full
sneaky.
Screen. You see? Yeah, you see.
Who'd have thunk it?
Who'd have thunk that, eh? But looking at that artwork, I mean, those T-Rexes and the weathering that he's put on there really give it some character. And I cannot wait to see this on a machine. Are there any pictures of it on? Because I know he's got a Jurassic Park as well. Are there pictures of it actually on a machine?
There are, but I just feel we might be going a step too far, possibly, Spencer.
Okay.
If I try and get too technical now, I'd have to. I'm not ready. I'd have to download it. And so on and so forth. But anyway, so that's done. It's all finished. But obviously, it's having the lights on it and the upgraded speakers, so as you can really hear that T-Rex roar, the speaker lights. Which actually, when you see the cutout grill, which is the same as. I haven't got one. That's because you've got it. If you look at Deadpool, you can see the lights really sort of shine through that sort of cutout grill bit, and this is the same with the T-Rex. But I think it's particularly if you've got it on red, it really looks. It is the Jurassic Park sign anyway, isn't it? So yeah, mate, I'm really looking forward to that coming in. Really.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say the airbrushing is just beautiful. I had somebody come around to the house the other day, and they're not a pinhead at all. They played pinball on holiday once, and they saw a Deadpool, and they were just. I mean, they were praising all the artwork, and in the end, I had to say to them, "Oh, this isn't standard. Usually, it comes as comes as a standard plain armor on it, and this has all been airbrushes, all aftermarket stuff." But it was one of the first things they focused on was just the stunning artwork on some of these pieces, and funnily enough, the metallic characters you've got in there, even though two of them are missing at the moment.
You need to you're going to need to sort those out, but particularly because that's obviously going to Pinfest. But it's been I'm really looking forward to it. It's been a good week in pinball for me. That being said, I have in the last few days gravitated to Attack from Mars quite a lot.
I haven't.
Because it's no, you're not allowed. Because
I'm not allowed.
But for those reasons, because it's achievable. Whereas Jurassic Park's been kicking my butt, quite frankly. And it's been so I've been coming off that feeling sorry for myself, thinking, I'm not good enough for that. And then but Attack from Mars has been making me feel good. So thinking,
so you've been having a tough time on Jurassic Park then?
But yes, yeah. I mean, it's fantastic and it's brilliant, but I'm just not good enough for it. Basically, I'm just not a good enough player. I'll never get to the end of it. I think that's the point. I'll never get to the end of it ever, even on 5 balls. I'm just not good enough.
It's all stick, no carrot for you.
No, there's loads of carrot. So, but I'm only playing 20. I'm playing basically the same 20% of the game over and over again. And Craig gave us a really good tip, which was actually don't try and do the progressing through the map. Just try and do T-Rex modes. I'm really glad he did because it's another way of playing it. And there's so many modes to this game. But even then, I can't do it. I can't get to the end and the last because I'm just not good enough. I'm afraid to say.
Fair play, mate.
I thought it was the yips. I thought it was the yips, but actually, it can't be the yips because I got 1.5 billion on Batman, and then I've done. I've almost, closer to the end than I am the start of Attack from Mars. But that, as I say, I'm basically doing the same 20% of the game every time I'm restarting. I guess I could turn it up to 5 balls, but I feel I can't because it's Andy's scores are on there. There's like true scores on there, and I haven't on any of the machines at the moment switched them up to 5 balls. I'm just keeping them on the 3 balls at the moment. So it's I've been feeling a bit sorry for myself, really.
No,
but actually, funny enough, last night I did 4 or 5 games of Jurassic Park, and there's nothing more rewarding than the initial skill shots on that. If you can nail them sequentially, I mean, it is really. It's
lovely.
Rewarding.
I love the shots on that machine. I mean, you know that I got on really well with that machine. It was one of my first introductions to a modern Stern after coming from a sort of majority of a Bally Williams background. I played a couple on Bournemouth Pier, but that was the first time I'd had some quality time with the machine.
Anyway, there's one thing that has really excited me, and I'm sure and I'm hoping everybody else is the thread for the donation thread.
Yes, that's some interesting stuff.
That's gonna. I really want to go through that in some detail. What I want to do is I just want to talk about the inter-club championship.
Yeah, this was a thread that Matt put up on the Pinball Info forum. So apparently he's doing some sort of inter-club championship.
Yeah.
What's happening with that?
Okay. So basically, as I understand it, I've spoken to Matt. I briefly spoke to Steve yesterday as well. So I mean, I think it's a cracking idea. I mean, I love this idea so much. So basically, it's Flip Out Pinball Republic going up to Electric Circus, which is basically their league team against their league team, but in a series
there for a bit of a rumble.
Yeah, it's good. A series of really fun matches, like foursomes and 4 balls. And this is something I've been speaking about for a long time in wanting to do, because I wanted to do a little thing here. Not on that grand scale, but just have a few people over for pizza and all the rest of it, and just do some doubles. Basically, you team up with somebody. To be some of that. There's going to be some split flipper, so one of you takes the right flipper, one of you takes the left, some match play, just some different stuff. It sounds like such fun. So basically I said to the fellas, can we go and film it, please? And they said yes. Don't get me wrong, I want to go and play some of the games when we're there, but I just think to film the two might have been basically it's like the London Pinball Club against the Midlands Pinball Club, isn't
Absolutely. Can we go up on a coach?
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure it works. Do you know what I mean? But So obviously they've all arranged to go to do their stuff, but I just think it's a magnificent idea. And then obviously, hopefully, everybody else, the Northern Lights and all the Scottish crew and Special and Lit and everybody else, be really
Pinball
good.
Office, all of those,
The Pinball Office create one and go over there. And I just think if everybody, I think this is really, really good.
I think it's certainly a really fun thing to do. I mean, it's a non-official competition, but it is a good bit of fun. And I think that's just to be applauded, really.
Well, you can applaud it if you want.
I think I will.
Go on then. Yes, there you go. Thank you very much. I was just looking for the thread there. I'll tell you what I'm doing that, Spencer. Which we'll just, in fact, we'll check it out. We'll do it on the next Chinwag. We'll discuss that because we do have a thread. So excited about this, really excited. It's the donation thread. For Pinfest, it all suddenly feels real.
It's happening, isn't it? It's going ahead. There's actually a wish list thread as well, which is pretty good. But I think we're going to go through this is the thread, and I think I have control. Oh, I have control. So we've got quite a lineup of machines here. We're just looking at this list. We've got the Shadow, couple of MBAs.
Go to the top. I can't see.
No, I was going to read it backwards. I was going to do the full top of the
box. I'm sorry. I'm sorry
in at number 55, we have the Shadow.
Down.
For our American friends, they just got completely lost at that. We've got a couple of NBAs, ski jump.
Fantastic.
Absolutely. We've got Arena, Metallica, Batman, The Dark Knight. I won't say what we usually call it at home, but never mind. We've got a WMS Indiana Jones, High Speed 2, Star Trek, LW3, which is Lethal Weapon 3. Yes. Trucks. Do you know what? Some of these initials still catch me up. They're like, what the hell's that?
Yeah, me too.
Truck Stop, Game Show, Space Station. F-14 Tomcat, Kiss, open brackets, Stern.
Sorry, I thought you were asking.
Play your cards right, buy me dinner.
Absolutely.
In at 39, we got Monsters Black and White. Obviously, a good old Batman 66, but that's not your Batman 66.
No, that's the first one we ever played.
That is
and Steve Brum is the person that is as Steve Paget, who is the other. Basically, the other team, Electric Circus, up there, who was
right. Okay. Do you know what? I'm awful at putting names to faces.
There's a lot of mate. There's a lot of names to know and faces to know, of course.
So in at 37, we have Terminator 2, quickly followed by
that's Ant's Terminator 2. That's the. Have you? I've got to show you this. I
obviously don't know the gravitas behind that. Tell me about Terminator 2.
I will. Yeah. Go on. Crack on.
Taxi. Party Zone.
Sorry, you going?
Hey?
You said you shouted taxi.
Minicab. Party Zone. You idiot. Confusion reigned and we all got wet. Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yes.
And this is one I've never heard of. TX Sector. Now, I'll be perfectly honest. I sat there and went, TX Sector, is that a shortening of something? I looked it up on the internet. And it's actually the name of a machine. So that has me. I have no idea what that machine is.
Well, is it a Gottlieb? Because it's James's, I believe. So
I think it might well be. I think it might well be.
You know.
One of my favourite places to go, Monte Carlo. Obviously, I spend a lot of time in Monte Carlo on my yacht.
Is that where Pinfest is this year? Because I booked up for the Midlands.
That's a shame. We've got Victory. Unfortunately, there's no machine called Defeat, which does surprise me. Arena. Again, this is not one that's familiar to me. Genesis. Gorgar, I do like Gorgar. Gorgar has got amazing call outs, if I remember rightly. I do. It's one of those iconic call out machines. We have a comma Lady Luck. I don't know whether that's a typo or whether that's actually part of the name. I don't think it is. I think it's just a typo. No. And then we've got Black Knight 2000, which I'm not really sure how I feel about Black Knight 2000. A lot of people love it.
No, that's not. That's not the Black Knight Sword of Rage.
Oh, is it not? Oh no,
No.
it's Black Knight. That is the one I'm thinking of. Black Knight 2000. Yeah, again, I played it at Pinfest last year. Not my cup of tea, but I know a lot of people like that. Wheel of Fortune, can't go wrong with the Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
And a non-mover at 24, we have Black Rose, which is one of my old machines.
Yes,
not that actual machine, but that's a firm old favourite of mine. Obviously, if you want to start a fight, then you've got Champion Pub coming in before that, and we've got Scared Stiff, one of the kids' favourites. We've got Walking Dead. Looking forward to playing Walking Dead actually again.
That's John's. That's all that J Mac. That's John's. All John's stuff.
Ah, right, good old John. Yeah, having played that at the Republic of Pinball, I'm quite looking forward to having some more time with Walking Dead.
I think it's the Pinball. It's the Pinball Republic. We're getting all Judean people front here. It's not the Republic of Pinball. It's Pinball Republic. They hate each other.
Splitters. We've got X-Men, Locomotion, which is one of David's. David's got a few in here actually. Diner, and in at number 17, we've got my old Theatre of Magic. I'm looking forward to having
no crying on the stream.
That'll be like visiting an old girlfriend. That
it will, but publicly. Normally you do that on the site under the radar. That's under the radar for those who don't know. That's international sign language under the radar.
So I'm looking forward to seeing Tom again now that it's been spruced up with its Tiger Saw mod as well. So I should be having a keen eye on that one. Obviously he's brought in Roadshow.
Yes.
We got one of your old machines. I don't know whether it's Star Trek Next Generation.
Yes, it is. Yes. It's not my particular old one.
Do you know where yours is at the moment?
I don't want to talk about it. But anyway, go on.
Okay. You got Revenge from Mars.
Yeah.
We've got a Roadshow, and we've got Shrek. Oh, we've got a hell of a list here. Actually, I should know because we're at number 12. I should know how many we got left.
Yeah, so we can work it out.
We've got an Addams Family, and we've got a second.
Go on, what is it? What's LW3?
Lethal Weapon 3.
There you go.
There you go. You see, I'm learning. Right. BSD is.
Go on.
What is that?
Come on.
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah,
that's one of the ones I had to look up actually.
Yeah, which is Scott's Bram Stoker's Dracula. We got the next installment coming up very soon, which is a longer, more concise.
So that's the one he's been working on.
Yeah. So there's a lot of progress in the next installment.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see. We've obviously got your Deadpool, which is round at mine at the moment. So technically, it's my Deadpool.
Yeah, which is why you got to get the ladies fixed.
Yeah, we got a more high class fight going on. We got a Royal Rumble.
I've never played the Royal Rumble.
No, I'm going to look that one up later on. I should have done it last night actually, but I'd be interested to see what that one's all about. And then we've got Demo Man.
It's about wrestling, I think.
Yeah, we've got Demo Man, which isn't a man with a placard. I believe it's short for Demolition Man.
That's right. It's just someone sitting on the M25,
blocking a road. So he's on a bridge in London.
Get out of it.
You've got to clear the protesters.
I've been here hours. Anyone got a vegan sausage roll?
Absolutely. We've got Austin Powers, which I haven't played. I'm going to make an attempt to play that this year. Orbiter 1. Do you know much about Orbiter 1? Do you know that one?
We do. That is the one that is undulating.
With
like the loon. It's like I've got a lunar.
Oh, is that the weird? Is that the weird one with the ball? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And we got one here that's been marked up as Rocky and bullshit. Now,
I am surprised he's not been banned.
I have a sneaking suspicion that may in fact be Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yeah.
I have a sneaking suspicion. If it is Rocky and bullshit, then I stand corrected. But yes. I have a sneaking suspicion. Terminator 2, which I believe is T2, and we have Star Wars, which is Data East.
Exactly right. Exactly.
So that's a hell of a lineup. That is already. I mean, we've got months to go yet, and we've got 55 machines already confirmed, which is fantastic. Now, if anybody doesn't know, if you look on the forum, this is the list that Phil has published. anybody that wants to take a machine up there. Now, I wasn't aware of this. I'll be brutally honest. If you look, not only do you get your VIP ticket, but if you take up more pins, or you can get together with somebody else, you can actually get some of the hire and fuel costs paid as well.
What happens if you don't live in Luton? though? That's what I was confused.
I don't know. I think travelling to Luton to hire a transit is a bit out of order, really.
I
know.
It's a bit particular.
You know, yeah, there must be a huge run on car hire sort of places with large vans.
I just wish we could hire them down here.
Absolutely. So, but yeah, so there is help with hiring and fuel, which I think is an amazing offer. Really great offer. And if you can get together with somebody, there is a list on Pinfo as well, as I mentioned, about machines that are on the sort of the wanted list. There's a request list where people have written in wanting a list of machines. Shall I bring that up?
Well, if you know how to, but before you do, mate, because there's still more lower down.
Yeah, I mean, what I wanted.
We don't forget we have a classics competition as
now I'm
well.
Going to scroll down to that, but I mean, just touching on this assisted. So if you can get together with somebody, have a look at the wanted list. Get together with somebody, get a van, get up to Pinfest. It's all good.
Put pinballs in it. Don't just get somebody and a van. Okay.
Now
section, Spencer. This is we like this.
Yeah, now this is fantastic news. I really appreciate this. Now, the V2 section, anybody that doesn't know about the V2 project, this is where some of the more classic pinballs have been given modifications and enhancements to bring them up to a different standard, basically. I think it varies from machine to machine as to what enhancements they get. But at the moment, we've got, courtesy of David. Who's My Pinballs? Who's
Jim?
That?
Jim.
That's
yes,
Jim.
We were speaking about Jim, if you remember, when we were stood in Davy's summer house just by the banana plantation, and we're not joking at all. That's not a joke, by the way. Yeah, so Jim does a lot of the boards, a lot of the stuff. I mean, very clever guy. Does a lot of, basically, if you're in your WPC, that's not all he does. Oversimplification, he does a lot more on this. But if one of your boards goes in one of your WC, then Jim's the guy you contact, basically. He's very clever man.
But what we've got here is a lineup of 5 V2 machines. Now, you know, it's very seldom that you get an opportunity to play these machines. And I think it's certainly going to be a popular area of Pinfest. I can't wait to have a go on some of these. I really can't. Can't.
Yeah, this is it.
For the competition machines, you've got your Batman 66 in the competition this year.
I'm honoured, mate. Honestly, I'm really chuffed. Honestly, I really am. I'm going to make sure I'm going to get Martin at a Go Pinball to come and sort it. You know, as I say, sort it out. It's working lovely, but it's going to be working even better. I'll make sure it goes there in pristine condition. I was actually genuinely chuffed. I put it up there. I said, look, I'll take 2 machines if you'd like to use.
If it will help out, yeah.
Yeah, if you'd like to use one of them for the competition, because it was the slick. Well, you remember, I didn't stop going on about the tournament. The slickest, most well-run thing. I think I was in awe of it, and the just everything. The little screen with everybody's standings and their placing, and how it was all changing it, and just how Paul and Wayne would update your scores, and Tim's coverage of it as well. Just the whole thing.
It's really well done.
I expected Pinfest to be lots of pinball machines. That I wasn't expecting. I didn't expect the tournament like that. So I was a bit in awe of the tournament. I loved participating in it. So I'm actually really chuffed that to have a machine participate in it.
Yeah,
the machine can't participate. You have to play the machine, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. It's the self-playing machine. Those boys do a really slick job. They really do. I can't praise them highly enough. But I have to say that lineup is looking pretty good. We got anybody that doesn't know what TMNT is, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But if you can get some practice time on Turtles, my friend, I reckon you're in for a shout on that.
Well, you choose 3 machines if you can get. I don't. I'm playing so badly, but I'd have to have real. I'd have to, yes, I'd have to really pick up to do anything in this tournament. I don't care. I just want to go there and enjoy it. I wouldn't. To be fair, I wouldn't do that if I was, because you choose 3, and then if you were to get through, then they're chose for you. Obviously, I'd play on Batman. Obviously, I'd play on Elvira, and then I would choose one other. I would not choose Teenage Mutant whatever. I can't even say the bloody thing because I've not played
Turtles.
Turtle. Thanks, mate. I wouldn't play Tortoises. I'm sure there'll be something else in the lineup that I would know more than that. I would imagine.
So there's more to come on that lineup, is there?
Oh yeah. There'll be some WPC games. I think there'll be an electromagnetic game. There'll probably be a Jersey Jack game in there as well. I mean, do you remember last year there was Hot Wheels in there?
Yeah,
as
I
well,
seem to remember there was about 8 machines last year. Wasn't there?
There'll probably be a Sam machine in there as well. So yeah, I mean, it's a lovely old blend they'll have in there. So I would imagine there would be something else, but that's very exciting. And if you want to go and play those machines, as I understand it, please excuse me if I'm wrong, Phil, Wayne, Paul, if I got this wrong and I'm giving out wrong information, I would apologise to you. But you need to get the early access and the VIP tickets, so as you can have a little practice on them and play on them on the Friday. I think that's right.
Yeah, because after that they're locked down purely for competition use only.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But they're in a separate area, it's and there's always plenty of machines to play up there. We've got one in the classics competition at the moment. Obviously that lineup is going to get a lot bigger. It wouldn't be much of a competition if it was one machine, but the classics, I'm going to be entering the classics this year. I'm going to give that a go.
We're going to film Spencer in the classics. we are we're going to film Spencer in the classics. It's going to be a video. Spencer comes. I think it's titled "Spencer comes last in classic competition" or something.
I think somebody's got to come last, and this year I'm gonna put my hand up for that one. And we've also got our charity pins as well. There are going to be 4 pins in the main foyer, which are available to play all day, every day, well after, into the early hours of the morning if you want to. And those have been kindly donated by Crispy and Pinball Heaven. I would thoroughly recommend take a bag of £1 coins with you, because there's nothing worse than scrabbling around at 2 o'clock in the morning with a pint in your hand. You haven't got any change. We ended up playing those until the small wee hours of the morning. Yeah. And it always pays to have. Yeah, it is really good fun,
particularly if you're there, you're all in for a penny and for a pound over the long weekend. And obviously the main hall, once that shuts, and if you want to stay up for another couple of beers, as some do, that sort of thing.
Some do. I can't think who.
I was really cool. Actually, I really enjoyed that. It was I've actually one of the highlights of the weekend. That's what I'm saying about this thread. It gets you excited. It gets you really excited about just about Pinfest. It seems real now, doesn't it? So
yes, it's actually happening.
Yeah. So look, all I would say is that there's people that have donated machines for a long time and know far better than I do. What do I know? I've donated 1 machine on 1 year. So it's not for me to tell anybody that regularly does it. But if you haven't and you are thinking of it, do it. It's cool. There's a great team there. Don't be too nervous about your machine. I would take, if I had enough space in the van, I was even considering taking a 3rd machine, but my biggest problem is I wouldn't be able to unload it once it got back here, and it'd be sat on the back seat of my van. So I think I'll take 2 up, because that works. But it all seems very, very real now, and I cannot wait. Honestly.
I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a good opportunity to catch up with people as well, which is part of the whole event. It's a good opportunity to play pinball, to play some machines that you haven't played for a while, to play machines you've never seen before, to get your hands dirty in the competitions. But the other thing is to catch up with people, have a beer, have a chat, have a meal. And just enjoy the social side of things as well, which is really, really good fun.
I did that too. Actually, you know what? I did it accidentally then. I was trying to line it up. It's up there now. You don't know about this. You don't know about this machine?
No. Talk me through this.
but it's just something ridiculous. I mean, I can't go through the whole thread. Right, that's the that's the back box.
Mhm.
Right, so this is Ant. Right, he's done the most spectacular rebuild I can think. I haven't seen all of them, but this is he's put lights in there. He's drilled them out. So
I can see there's lights
that's what he's
behind
put
the
in there,
eyes.
right? But that's not it. You should see some of the stuff that he's done. I'm not even going to be able to do this justice now. Where is it? Sorry, I'm just scrolling down now. Spence, we talk about the airbrushing, right? So I mean, he's just completely redone
Wow.
this whole thing. Look,
Wow. That looks amazing lit up.
never mind that. Look at that.
Whew. Holy
Serious.
cow.
Yeah,
That is very serious.
mate. I mean, it's stunning. It's stunning.
Wow. He has done a really good job on that, hasn't he?
The whole lot he's had. I don't even know, mate, if I can find the coin. I'm sort of caught in two minds of, of making this a really terrible video just because it will take me so long to scroll through. And as interested as that stuff, mate. Look at the coin door.
Wow.
And the apron.
The attention to detail is fantastic on that. It's really well executed as well.
I mean, there's so much on here. I'm not doing this justice. Look at the geezer.
That's excellent.
I think that might be. You know that is, don't you?
Have you seen this boy?
I think that's the D1000.
No, that's not the T1000. That's the one that melts in Terminator 2. Have you seen
the
this
T1000?
No. I don't. No, T1000 was Arnie.
T1000. I thought he was the T800.
I don't know. Maybe it's a T860.
Right. Okay. So he couldn't get. Yeah, that's not the one that comes with it. He's had that done.
I have seen part of the thread about what he did with the head of that. Now, I'm just trying to think whether I read it on a thread. Did you talk about it on here at one point?
I've talked about it all the time. I don't stop talking about it, really. It's so shiny.
Shiny.
I have like magpie. It appeals to my inner magpie. Look at it.
That's really good.
I mean, it's crazy.
So this is going to be at Pinfest.
Yes.
This is the Terminator we're talking about. So, me reading out a list. Forget about it.
Look, I've not stopped yet. I've not stopped. Look, Spence. Look at it.
Wow.
Honestly, look at that.
That's just bonkers.
Honestly, that's why I'm leaving one space on the back seat of the van.
Missing one Terminator 2.
Absolutely.
Last seen at Pinfest.
It's very shiny.
Dark glasses required.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
So yeah, I mean, don't assume for one moment just because I read out a name on off a list that what you're getting is a standard pinball. I mean, that's obviously blowing that clean out of the water. I mean, if not every pinball is going to be done up to those standards, but there's some really special machines there. Really special machines. And we've got Bram Stoker's Dracula coming as well, which is obviously on the channel. You can see the progress of that happening.
Yeah. Well, it's made a lot, but obviously, I mean, we need to get him back on because Scott's done. Where do I start? So he sold Jurassic Park. He's got in a shadow, a creature. He's not only is he doing Bram Stoker's Dracula at the moment, he's doing up a shadow, and he's doing up a creature from the Black Lagoon. And a couple of days ago, he just bought a Guns N' Roses. I mean, it's non-stop.
Oh my god!
How
does he find the time?
I don't know. Maybe Maybe just skiving from work or something. Like when everyone works from home, but he say, "Yeah, I've logged in. Yeah, cool, no worries."
He's had COVID for at least 8 months now.
Yeah, he has. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's written. By the way, he has written. Spencer, you won't know about this either. I'll just see if I can have a look at it. Well, this is some serious attempt at multitasking here. I'm not sure I can actually even remotely make this stick, but Scott has made the most wonderful thread, it has to be said, right, which is basically a newbie's guide into getting into pinball, basically.
Oh, that's really good.
I know.
Is this on Pinball Info?
It is. It is. I'm
Okay.
trying to find it now. I mean, it's been a really, to be fair, I think there's been a lot of good threads. I've been up there in the last week or so, actually. But this, as a, what's the word I'm looking for? As a utility for people getting into the game, I think it's a really, really good thing, actually. There's the Intercontinental Championship. There we go. I've got it. Right. Okay. Right. I've got it here. I just feel it's, I just want you to see it as well. So let me see does this do it? No, it bloody doesn't. Oh, I can't believe it. Hold on a second. Hold on. Shift S. Shift S. Hold on. Chrome tab. I've done it. Hold on. I think I've got it here.
Technology wins again.
I just don't want to accidentally share the Pornhub.
Oh no, don't do that again. I'm traumatized from that. I've never seen that sort of thing before.
Of course you haven't. Right, okay. Look at this. A complete newbie's guide, perspective from someone who came in knowing nothing about pinball. So he's only been in a year or so. Star Trek Premium, Black Knight, Stranger Things, Hook, Tortoises, Alien, Dracula, Shadow, Creature, Jurassic, Guns N' Roses. Now he's done this whole thing, purchasing a new machine. What to look for when buying used.
Wow.
Right.
That's a really nice thing to do.
It
is a nice thing to do.
Check the rubbers. Yeah, I mean, he's asked everyone for a $5, but it is a nice thing to do. That's a joke. He hasn't. Obviously, if you haven't paid,
it's a tenner.
It's $5. Send it to me. Check the targets and the leaf switches. I
particularly like what he's put in there. He's put some idea of what prices are to replace these things as well.
But he bloody know, because he spent so much on pinball machines and restoration and whatnot. Check the flippers. I mean, that's pretty cool. You can see one of them's out of kilter.
I didn't know they wore kilts.
The old Celtic flipper. I mean, he's done some really, really great work here. And there's other people who have followed up, and I've got to say,
that's a drinks trolley, isn't it?
I don't know. I was going to say this particular table. I find the playfield a little bit boring on that. But
that's Connie Wobble's drinks table.
Jacking it up. What tools you're going to need, and all of this stuff. I just think it's a resource, a really, really important resource for somebody that's just getting into it. What not to clean your glass with, and all
the basic questions that you're too embarrassed to ask. And actually, if you don't know to ask them, why would you?
Yeah. And then there's other people who have popped up afterwards and said, oh, by the way, you might want to add this, add that. So, it's as a community resource. Then I think bloody jolly good show, old chap.
Bloody good show, indeed, sir. Indeed. That's fantastic. Well
done. There you go. That is
our. In fact, I'm going to read that later on. There's something I might have missed.
It may be. I don't.
You never know.
Don't go experimenting on Deadpool. Oh, different abrasives for the playfield.
Oh yeah. I found this one really takes the artwork off a treat. Oh dear, I've got to put those characters back on. I couldn't believe it when the second one fell off.
Yeah, well, you've got the toolage for the job, my friend.
I have got the toolage for the job indeed. In fact, talking of toolages for jobs, I've got pinballs moving and stuff. I've got Star Trek is leaving tomorrow afternoon. Actually, Claire's coming down to pick that up, so that's going to be up in London, which would be nice. That will give her an opportunity to have some quality time with the pen. I think she's already booked her tickets for Pinfest. She's coming up. Yeah, which would be good fun. Be good fun.
Yeah, can't wait. You really can't wait. That's great, and I'm looking forward to hearing from her. Excited. Oh wow, great games. It's such a good game, Star Trek. In terms that, you can just. It's one of those games you can just play. You don't even need to. I wouldn't even learning the rules is good, and you will eventually learn the rules. but actually you could just one of the games you can just enjoy hitting shots. There is that lovely flow to that game. So I'm sure she'll enjoy it. It's got the shaker motor, it's got the color screen. So I think since the last time she probably played the machine, in those, from years ago, in a pub, in a boozer, basically in the late 90s, really, probably. Machines have changed quite a lot, haven't they? And that's not even a particularly, massively modern example. But you were saying that when you spoke to her, she sort of had, for nostalgic reasons, she sort of had her heart set on an Adams.
Of course. I mean, we touched on this before, but Adams Family to a lot, I think you said that Adams Family to a lot of people is pinball because it was their first introduction to it. It was made in its thousands and it was everywhere. It was that great resurgence of pinball where it was trendy and it seemed to be in every pub. I can remember, I lived around, at the time we were living in London. We were living around sort of Bermondsey, London Bridge sort of area. And every pub had, I can remember Adams Families and White Waters and Medieval Madnesses. And, every pub had a pinball. It was the thing. It's quite funny because I hadn't seen an Adams Family for years. And I was quite shocked when I saw one at Pinfest last year because it wasn't how I remembered it. I never got to play it. I think it was at the point where I was going to have a go at it. I think the lid was up on it. But I really must get around to having a go on it. I'll probably be a little bit disappointed, I would think. I don't know. I know a lot of people love the machine still, but I think I have fond memories of it. It's a nostalgia trip for me rather than a pinball, if you know what I mean.
Well, it is, and it is a funny one. I'll never forget. Well, Drex and Steve's pub, which obviously down in Wimborne there. I'll never forget when they swapped out the Adams Family for a Street Fighter. What the hell is this? And they pretty much lost my money when they did
at that point.
They really did. I used to go into the pub, and when we're all young and all the rest of it, and I was the one. I didn't play the fruit machine, I just played the pinball machine, and it was But yeah, I literally didn't play pinball anymore once they got Street Fighter in there. So I've played it once or twice, but this is no comparison. So there is the nostalgia there with it, but there's no doubt about it. It's not as good as other games, and that's what I that's what I found with it. Really, and it's funny actually because I find myself now gravitating a lot towards the Barry Williams games. WPC games. I'm now looking at thinking actually I need to play a few more of these really and get some more time and try and get once the collection is complete, get the balance right. If I got to the stage where I had sort of 5 machines to maybe have, I think the right balance would be sort of, the thing is I can't, you've got like 3 Spike 2s, 3 modern ones, but at least I think I'd like at least 2 Barry Williams. So I think
real simplistic fun machines where you can enjoy a game and I mean, Deadpool, funnily enough, is a good crossover for that because the guy that came over the other day that I said was going on about the artwork on Deadpool. It was so easy. I let him have one game without telling him anything. And at that point, he was interested. At which point, it's a case of, right, well, it's a bit like Street Fighter.
You said there's the coin slot.
Yeah, absolutely. So I switched it off free play. It's £2 a game. But we went through the whole spiel that you gave me. It's a bit like Street Fighter, and you've got to get it into the scoop there to start a fight, and you're basically going to hit the targets it lights up to beat them up. And he immediately got into that, and then we went through some of the subtleties about changing the lane lights as well to make sure that he got some of his extras, and it started to build. And I love a game. I love the old Bally Williams for those as well, because some of the things go across the machines, like lighting lanes. Again, if you're new to pinball, you don't know about that. You don't know that the flippers move the lane lights around.
No. But I do think the way something's lit, as we will finish in a second, is important. I sort of look at Attack from Mars, and those lights are so chunky you're not in any doubt that you've just completed Paris or you've just completed London. You're not in any doubt at all. And just some of them, it's like, did you ever? I know you might have done at the at Pinfest, but did you ever play Champion Pub when it was here?
Not when it was at your house. I played it at Pinfest.
Okay,
and I loved it.
I mean, it's just so obvious. It's so obvious. It's wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful. And I just there's simplicity to those games, which I certainly have. And I don't care that I've come to the conclusion. I don't care that some games are easier than others. That's not really a problem, because actually, what happens if we've got, I don't know, today? What am I going to do if it's? I've got to pick Jessica up at 3:10. What am I going to do if it's quarter to 3? I know exactly what I'll do. I'll switch on Attack from Mars.
You can crack on and have a game of that. Yeah,
that's what I'll do. And you know, because it'll be quick. I'll get somewhere and all the rest of it. What I probably won't do is fire up either of those. So you know,
it's a good job you haven't got Lord of the Rings. Otherwise, you'd be sat there at 4:30 waiting. Waiting for Dad. There'll be a teacher out there with a looking cross, you know.
Yeah, having to calm down with that dramatic music. But anyway, magical stuff, mate. All right, well, listen,
good stuff.
Thanks for joining us and helping us out, mate. We managed to talk for an hour again.
Oh, it's easy for us to do, mate. We can talk for hours and hours and hours.
Can't get the correct end slate today.
Oh yeah. Because we're not Hammers Chat, are we?
No, I have to excuse me. The end state on the last one, I just automatically.
I didn't notice.
Why on earth's he asking us to join his Patreon? There's not a single pinball video on it. Yeah. But no. So yeah, I'll get that right. I'll do that now. Thanks for tuning in. As ever, we will be back. Well, we might not be back next week. Next week may well be the start of the tier list, and of course, we have got another video from Scott. We've also got possibly Matt's AC/DC review. Thanks for tuning in, and catch up with you next time. Cheers, Spence.
Take it easy, mate.